talk. Held by the captain, Konstantinos Murikis. And on the other side, Marco Stamm, the son of the legendary Hagen Stamm, one of your colleagues, who is now president of Spandau, former national team head coach.
Yeah, Hagen was one of the excellent players of any time, and he was playing in the period when the German
on the Champions
national team and also Spandau, they had very good results.
They won the Champions League, which was called that time, as I remember, Champions Cup, actually, but the same series. So they won that 4 times in the 80s. That was the golden era of Spandau 04. So,
and there is also Rele, is a goalkeeper. He's sitting on the bench. So this is
yeah, he's the team manager now.
He was a good goalkeeper, very good.
So Olympiacos in the white caps, and this time Spandau in the dark ones. The balls have also arrived to the pool, so we are ready to have our second game today. Now these two meet, of course, in December as well, on day 2 of that competition, when Olympiacos beat Spandau by 13-9. Spandau started that match pretty well. They led by 2-0, and after that the Greeks managed to turn the score. That could be tighter now, but we shall see. And the first sprint is won by the Germans. They have the first possession of the ball. And let's see what they can do from this situation. They get the call, that's a free throw. And now Dmitry Holod, the Russian international, who passes to Stamm. 7 seconds only on the shot clock. And great defensive play by the Greeks. Once again, it's Emilio Zerdabas who starts in front of the Olympiacos goal. The pass to the center forward. And that's a 5-meter penalty for Olympiacos.
It's a very strong movement of Kakaris, and it's very difficult will be for the...
But Baksha makes the save. Not the first one which he saves in this second bubble tournament. Amazing performance so far in all the matches by the Hungarian goalkeeper. It remains 0-0. And for a goalkeeper, it's psychologically always very important to start the match this way.
Yeah, for them it's, you know, great psychological advantage, the security,
self-confidence.
Confidence.
Shot from the stance, saved by Zerdabas. Now, Max Irving, one of the 2 American internationals who passes the ball. And this time, Baksha is beaten. Dimitrios Kroupakis, who breaks the deadlock. 1 minute and 40 seconds into this game. Olympiacos has the lead. And that's an action shot goal. Again, Baksha managed to give a fingertip to this, but that didn't turn to be enough to save.
Maybe he didn't expect that he will shoot, so he was on the hand, so didn't react very fast.
1-0 for the Greeks. Vestovic. No foul on the center forward.
It was a bad pass, so
It remains 1-0. Geni Dunias. It's a free throw for Olympiacos. Geni Dunias. Irving. Derby. And the shot clock runs down. The Germans are still looking for the first goal in this match. This time they hit the post.
There is a counter there.
And a great chance for Olympiacos to double their lead. And they do that. That's a great goal by Argyropoulos. Great goal by Argyropoulos. Makes it 2-0 for Olympiacos. In December, the Germans scored the first 2 goals of the match. Now it's the reverse situation now. No chance for Bakshi at all.
You know, the German team, they played without so many patience on the beginning, not organizing. They didn't have real chance until this moment of the game. So they have to organize better offensive action.
Tedovic. Vestovic. No exclusions so far in this game. Dedovic. Vestovic once again. 8 seconds on the shot clock. And another action shot goal. Nikola Dedovic, who makes it 2-1. So the first goal of the Germans. Goal number 5. Actually, it's goal number 6 already in the tournament. Kapotsis. Geni Dunias. Kapotsis. And there's the first exclusion. Maurice Jungling is out for 20 seconds, and Baksha makes his second save.
And they have a counter-attack 2 against 1.
So that could be the equalizer. And that was a save by Zerdevas with the help of the post. So Dedovic this time didn't manage to find the back of the net. Great save by Zerdevas. Kapotsis. Irving. Lob shot over the crossbar.
Too strong.
Baksha finding Marino Chagai. Followed. And that's a great center forward goal. So Lucas Gielan makes the equalizer, 2-2.
It was a very nice backhand shot. Spectacular for the watching, and it's now they are beginning to play better in the offense, the German team.
A little slow start by Spandau, but towards the middle of the first quarter, they're improving more and more, and Tadej Vlachos is not happy about the performance of Marios Kapotsis in this situation. And we are heading for the last 3 minutes of the first quarter, and no foul on the center forward. Now the chance for the Germans to even turn the score. Followed. Restovic. Gielen gets the call. Restovic 4 seconds on the shot clock. And it remains 2-all. And it's even an exclusion from Spandau. So Lucas Gielen has to be out. Chance for Olympiacos to regain the lead. It's their second power play situation. Derby. And Baksha performs another save. Once again, Laszlo Baksha.
Very good, very good. Baksha was starting to play, to save very good, and you know, it's very important on the beginning that the goalkeeper has some good saves, and for him and for Spandau will be very important, because Greek team they will have exclusions from the center forward, so you know his performance must be important.
Yeah, he's under pressure in a way. He has to perform the saves. It's very important for his team. Dervisis. Argyropoulos. Dervisis. Shot from long range. And there was a slight touch by Baksha once again, so that's a save by the Hungarian. And it's going to be corner throw. The replay showed that as well.
Yeah.
So it's still 2-all now the last minute of the first period. Enidunias. And this time they only find the side of the net. A good start by Olympiacos, but they haven't scored for a while now. Followed. Restovic. Jungling. Followed. Redovic. And no foul on the center forward, so it's still 17 seconds on the clock. Derby. Now only 5 seconds. Still a chance for Geni Dunias, and he does it. With only 2 seconds left on the clock, somehow Geni Dunias finds the way into the net. 3-2.
It was a big mistake of number 7, Streletsky, because he has to mark this player, and because they are even, so there is only a few seconds. Everybody must be under the pressure.
So that was an avoidable goal, we can say.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's an individual mistake, very big mistake in defense.
That's why Laszlo Baksha was so furious about that. So 5 goals in the first quarter, 3 coming from Olympiacos, 2 from Spandau. And it's of course not all the same how the teams finish this second bubble tournament. We'll have a third one in April, 3 more matches for all the teams, and this result could be crucial as well.
You know, you don't know how it will be situation in 1 month advance, and so how the players will be, if there will be everybody. So if you can have here some good result, you know, you can come on the last tournament, you know, a little bit with not so nervous, and with situation, not quite sure if they will be qualified. So this tournament and these games are very important. Then every game is important, but you know, it's better than you ride with a good reserve of the points, you know, in your group.
Yes, if Olympiacos manages to win, they will have 12 points, and that would mean a 5-point gap against Marseille, and of course an 8-point gap between them and Spandau in 5th place. So
it's quite sure that they are qualified.
They could be relaxed for the next tournament.
Yeah. So it's important for them to win, so they will be sure they are qualified for the super final.
So after the first 8 minutes, it's Olympiacos 3, Spandau 2. And the second quarter is underway. And Holod reaches the ball first. He's not only strong in the offensive play and scores goals, but he's also fast.
Yeah, it's a very good swimmer.
Stamm. Dedovic. Six seconds on the shot clock. Dedovic. And Dedovic scores. That's his second attempt from a big distance, and once again he's on the score sheet. That was a powerful shot, and there was nothing Zerdavas could do against that. 3-all. Plenty of action goals in this
it's a
match.
From the shooting outside and
Irving. And Baksha.
again.
Once again, one of the key members of his team. Just like the previous 3 occasions here in Ostia. Irving. Kapotsis. Now only 5 seconds on the shot clock. And the Greeks finished this offensive play without a single shot after some bad passes. Stamm. Chagai. Chagai, 5 seconds. And another action shot goal. That will cause problems for Emre Zerdavas. He's absolutely he can do absolutely nothing against these ones.
It's very difficult to save this kind of the shot, but until this moment, Baksha is
superior.
Superior, yes, and is the factor that gives them more tranquility for the Germans.
We have the lead now for the first time in this match. Gani Dunias. Delby. Another bad pass to the center forward. It was Konstantinos Kakaris this time. The Germans have the chance to even increase the gap.
Yeah, they have the superiority, but now not anymore.
Restovic. Dedovic. Holod gets the call. And this time a great block by the Greeks.
Maybe exclusion. because he was very close to the shooter, close to column.
It was a free throw for Spandau. So 6-on-5 for the Germans. What a great chance to double the lead. And Zerdevas performs the save. Still 6-on-5, and this time a block by Genidunias. That's what the Greeks really need now, this all-improving defensive performance. And of course an improvement from Zerdevas as well. Genidunias. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Baksha, save number 6 already.
Excellent, because Genidunias is an excellent shooter, and Baksha was on the ready, you know, for this shot.
Teleski. Polot. Dedovic. And another exclusion from Olympiacos. And it's Genidunias who is out for 20 seconds, halfway through the second quarter. Polot, Strzelecki, Dedovic. And that's goal number 5 for Spandau. Great power play this time by the Germans. And Dedovic is absolutely a key player now in Spandau's side.
He's a good in shooting shape, very good today, Dedovic.
Serbian international who came from Primorje back in 2016. It's a Serbian who used to play in Croatia.
Yeah.
5-3 for Spandau. Argyropoulos. Trekas gets the call. Argyropoulos. Trekas. Irving. 7 seconds on the shot clock. And this time they managed to find the center forward, but shot was unsuccessful. Chagai. Dedovic. No call this time. So Olympiacos hasn't scored yet in this second quarter. But they only conceded 3 times. Trekas. There's the exclusion from Spandau. There's the maximum advantage for Olympiacos, and already personal foul number 2 for Lucas Guilhem. And another missed chance for the Greeks. That's a very bad period so far by them.
Yeah, the realization of the 6-on-5 is not good, and that you can see on the result. Yeah.
So the main problems are in the offensive side of the play.
Absolutely, yeah. And also they didn't use the quality of their center forward, so they had a bad pass, they lost the ball, so they didn't create so many chances.
6 seconds on the shot clock, and the free throw. Important save by Zerdevas, but Spandau still has the possession. Polot gets the call. Inside the last 2 minutes. In the second quarter, Chagai. Jungling, Chagai. Jungling, the latest attempt, and Zerdevas making the save. Great reaction by the Greek goalkeeper. Patis. No 5-meter penalty this time. Restovic. Could be a 6-on-5 for a couple of moments. Chagai. And there's the block by the Greeks, but Chagai wins back possession for the Germans. Jungling. Chagai. 5 seconds on the shot clock. There they throw the ball to the corner. No chance for a quick counter-attack this way for the Greeks.
And the Greeks, they're changing the players, so...
And only 15 seconds remaining on the clock. Irving. And the long-range attempt. And that's going to be the end of the second quarter. So with some extra performances from the German side, including the goalkeeping performance, of course, by Laszlo Baksha, or I could mention Nikola Dedovic scoring 3 times. That's a deserved lead so far for the Germans.
Yeah, when you have this saving of the goalkeeper, and you know, this gives you the stability for the game. And it's not only the part of the defense, but give you also stability in the offense. Now you see that from this saving of the Baksha, we arrived on the shooting from Dedovic, and you know, they were playing much more calm on this, and to prepare. They don't have so strong center forwards, but you know, they use their chances. They can, if we remember that they had the counter-attack 2 against 1, they can score the goal. But the Greek goalkeeper saved it. So at this moment, Germans start to play a little bit slower, but then they arrived on the higher quality of the game than the Greek team. But I think that Greek team will react now. So they have to change a little bit the game, and to be more careful in defense, and to use their quality in the offense. So we will see if they will react as I expect.
That's because if we check the halftime statistics, only 21% shot efficiency by the Greeks, and they had 3 excellent advantage situations. They also had a 5-meter penalty, and they haven't scored from these extra situations. So in the offensive play, and especially in the power play, they've been really weak so far in this match.
Yeah, this percentage of the realization is not good, and if you get so low the percent, so it's then for the other team it's much easier. They play, you know, they play on the way that not to receive the action goal, and then to make the exclusion. And if you don't realize exclusion, then it's difficult to score the goal. So we will see.
And they've only managed to score 3 times in the first half of the game. That speaks to itself. It's Stefano Picardo, the head coach of Ortigia, who is waiting for the match of his team later on today. Don't forget, Ortigia against Piraeus, the all-Italian encounter, the big derby. Could be also Serie A match from the Italian Championship between these two, so it will go also for prestige.
Yes,
that's for
there
sure.
Is also the real Brescia, but Ortigia is arriving on this rivalry between Brescia And the record third is Ortigia. So we will see when they will arrive at this level of these two teams.
So South against North, Tempesti against his former teammates. So we could mention a couple of interesting facts in connection of that. But let's get back to this match, and that's the third sim off, and it's won once again by the Germans. So they have a 2-goal lead. They won all the sprints. They have the first possession here in the third period. Mateuszuk didn't reach the ball.
It was the good defense now of the Greek, and they play pressing, and the defender of the center forward is moving around. So, you know, they started well. That we will see.
Yeah, but conceding 5 times in 2 quarters, that's not bad. Yeah. The problem is, once again, we could stress the offensive play, and another missed opportunity for them. Without scoring goals, it would be very hard to get back into this game. Followed. Jungling. Tedovic. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Another pass to the center forward, and this time it's a foul on Mateuszuk. And the third power play for the Germans. Olympiacos with his second personal foul. And they score. So for the first time, it's a 3-goal lead for the Germans. Great finish by Denis Streleski. Who has Russian origin, of course, but member of the German national team.
Now it was, you know, for this error in a defense. Now he scored a very nice goal. So it's
no, very difficult situation for Olympiacos. Derby. Benidunias. Kapotsis, and it's a turnover foul. So they haven't scored since the end of the first period, when you remember that was the last second goal by the Piraeus team. That means they haven't scored for more than 10 minutes now. Chuk. Exclusion once again. And a timeout called by Petar Kovacevic.
Yes, he thinks that if they can score now with a 4-goal difference in the third quarter is an important advantage, you know, give you some guarantee, you know, if you play well until the end. But
yeah, it could be demoralizing in a way for Olympiacos to trailing by 4 goals.
So we will see if they will use, how will be realization of this extra man.
The last one was perfect, and Denis Streleski beat the Greek goalkeeper, who is now Stefanos Galanopoulos, who replaced Zerdevas. Zerdevas finished the match with 8 saves. Galanopoulos is without a save yet. Dedovic, so 6 on 5 for Spandau. Teleski, Resovic, Dedovic, Streleski, and Galanopoulos makes his first save. Jungling was denied. So Olympiacos is still alive. Irving. That's also an exclusion, this time from the German side. Mateuchuk is out. His first personal foul. Gelidunias. Irving. And Irving scores. So instead of trailing by 7 goals to 3, it's 6-4. And it's not all the same.
Yeah, it's now the situation is immediately changed, you know, and psychologically the Olympiacos now will play with more energy, with more motivation, so still everything is in the play.
And we were talking about the American players of Olympiacos in the last occasions as well. So they scored half of the Olympiacos goals before this fourth round. 13 out of the 26. Irving 6, there will be 7. Just an ordinary foul. And it's even a turnover foul. A chance for Olympiacos to reduce the gap. Gelidunias. Dervisis. Gelidunias. That's a great tackle. Chagai. Chagai. Over the crossbar. Irving, that's a pretty opportunity, but Baksha makes his 7th save. Over 60% regarding the save efficiency. Laszlo Baksha once again. So it remains 6-4, and we are inside the last 3 minutes of the third quarter. This shot goes wide. Couple of missed chances on both sides. Dervisis, Gelidunias. Great block by the Germans, but this way another 20 seconds for Olympiacos, and it's even an exclusion from Spandau. It's the number 11, Marin Estovic, who commits his second personal foul. Gelidunias. And that's a great goal. Arginopoulos makes it 6-5. And his second goal. A very cool finish by Stylianos Arginopoulos. So that was really a crucial moment when Mr. Kovacevic called for a timeout that you mentioned, but
yes,
he didn't imagine that in this way, because that was the turning point for the Greeks.
yeah.
They scored twice in a row. Now the last 2 minutes of the third period. Dedovic. Jungling. Waterpolo saved this comfortably. How do you see what's the problem now regarding the Spandau offensive play? Because they haven't scored for plenty of time now. And they even receive another goal, so it's the equalizer.
Yeah.
6-all. So is it tiredness or something else? What do you think about that?
No, it's always psychologically, you know, after leading a 3-goal advantage and not scoring this important goal after timeout, you know, the Greeks give Greeks more chances and more energy, you know, to organize, and then they scored very nice goals now.
6-all. Restovic. Dedovic. Restovic. And great tackle once again, and now they are pushing forward to
again is a
take the lead. And they do that. Well, Baksha is not really happy with the performance of Restovic. It's Restovic against Agiropoulos, and in the end, the Greek finds the back of the net. Not a determined move by Restovic in this situation.
Yeah, but he has to be prepared before, not to permit this counter-attack is one against nothing. And so it's when the Agiropoulos had this position in front, there is a finish, or is a goal or a penalty. So, but the problem was in the offense.
Yeah, they've scored only once, sometime at the beginning of the third quarter. And 4 goals in succession by the Greeks. Now power play for Spandau. Dervisis goes out. Still have the possession. Sham. Dedovic.
It's a 5 seconds remain.
Restovic. Dedovic, and another last-second goal. 7-all.
Excellent shot, excellent. Very quick shot.
Dedovic is the leading field player of Spandau in this match. That's goal number 4 by Nikola Dedovic. So we are heading for a very interesting and exciting last period, that's for sure. Kapotsis. 2 seconds. And the free throw for Olympiacos. And great block by Jungling. That's the end of the third quarter. So twists and turns in this match. 3-2 after the first quarter for Olympiacos. Then Spandau won the second period by 3-0. And Olympiacos won the third one by 4-2. What's next?
Now it's
Mr. Rudic.
The game is starting now, and now it's the beginning of the game. So
we have to forget everything what's happened so far.
Absolutely, nothing. Remain, forget the mistakes and the good things, and everything now is new. You see that it's not many exclusion in this game. You know that they're playing. That means it's not a very tactical game, but it's a game with the rhythm, with intensity, but no tactical. So I think that the last quarter, always against, maybe we'll decide who is physically, who remain with more energy, and because if there is no tactics, you must have some energy, you know, in your muscles. So we will see.
Petar Kovacevic complained about the fact previously that 3 or 4 of his players played the whole 32 minutes in the game, so maybe Spandau doesn't have so many quality players, including the players at the bench, just like Olympiacos.
Yes, how we said, Olympiacos have a longer bench. They have more players on the same position, at the same quality. So, and the Vlachos was, rotated more players. Maybe they will be more fresh for this, but who knows?
So the last 8 minutes, and it couldn't be tighter than that. 7-all between Olympiacos and Spandau. Once again, a great match here in Ostia. And there's the last swim off. And no wonder that the Germans once again reach the ball first.
It's always Holland who won the ball.
Wins the swimming competition here in Ostia as well.
Yes.
Gold medal already for him. Restovic gets the call. It's a free throw. Followed. Restovic. And Gananopoulos makes the save. Argyropoulos, Derby. Derby trying to do something from this. The shot went over the crossbar. So 1 minute into the last quarter. It's still a goalless period. Restovic. Dedovic, Restovic. Another poor attempt. No chance for a quick counter-attack. Dunias. And it's a turnover foul. Box shot. Dedovic. Restovic. Dedovic. Chagai. And 4 seconds on the shot clock, and this shot goes wide. And still no goals in the last quarter. And no exclusions either. Derby. Now there it is, the first one, the first exclusion of the last quarter. And
now
Vlachos scores for a timeout.
Because he has 2 more timeouts for the last quarter, so now he thinks it's important now. Now is every action, every goal is important, same as was important before for the Spandau, now is for Olympiacos.
I'm afraid regarding the rankings now, the draw would be not really enough for Spandau to get closer to the opponent, so they desperately need the win, the victory. For Olympiacos, of course, a draw, I won't say that it would be favorable, but it's better than a loss, of course. Then they keep Spandau behind, and the 5-point gap remains between these two. But now we can say everything can happen, so.
Because until now, Olympiacos didn't have the good realization with the 6 or 5 situations. So now we will see now they are organized, they had instruction from the Vlachos, so we'll see.
So Marino Chaga is out, and there's the power play for Olympiacos. Kalidunias. Derby. And it's gonna be no other exclusion, so just a caution because of the 2-meter line, and they hit the crossbar. 6 on 6 already. Kalidunias. And Bakshal, a very important save by the Hungarian goalkeeper.
You see that in this game the statistics after the realization after timeout is not good.
And the poor power play performance by the Greeks in the whole match. Restovic. The Germans also hit the crossbar. There was a fingertip by Galanopoulos as well, so it's gonna be a corner throw.
No, it's a ball between two.
Oh.
It was hit the...
It hit the tube,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, so it's a throw in by the referee. The real fight in the water for the ball. Dedovic wins that. Jungling. Dedovic. Back to Jungling. Still have time. And that's goal number 1 in the last period. Fantastic goal by Lucas Gielan. 8-7 for Spandau.
Gielan, he has a good shot. He's playing as a center forward, so he has not so many occasions to shooting from outside, but now he showed the quality of his shooting.
And it's already his second goal of the evening, so 1 goal gap between Spandau and Olympiacos. Almost halfway through the last quarter. And Olympiacos has once again slowed down in the offensive play. No foul on Kakaris, so Spandau has once again the possession of the ball. That's another turn
Yeah,
in the match.
Second stolen ball in this quarter, so it's not good for the Greeks.
Restovic. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Restovic. And what a block by Kapotsis. But they are still trailing by 1 goal. And they need to score now. Kapotsis. Derby. Kapotsis. And a turnover foul. So far another goalless period by Olympiacos. Restovic. Just a free throw. Gielan. Can he do it again? Throws the ball away.
Maybe it was better solution to shoot at the last second, not to pass the putt. You know, that was not a situation to receive the counter attack. So maybe they can have the corner, or
Maybe a goal.
Maybe a goal, yeah.
Derby, Irving, the two Americans among each other. Free throw for Olympiacos. And Baksha. Save number 9. Corner throw and another 20 seconds for Olympiacos. Derby. Irving. Geniturias. Kapotsis. And the block by the Germans. Another 20 seconds for Olympiacos. Geniturias. Kapotsis. And there's the exclusion. The great chance for the Greeks to make the equalizer. And the first final exclusion, Lucas Gilan is out of the game. Geridurias, another block by the Germans.
That gives him time to enter the play. I think we will see if he arrives. Yeah, now they even.
6 on 6 already. And Baksha. That could be a winning save as well. And normally you will have one German and one Greek offensive play until the end.
They will have one attack, Greek team, and or maybe two, but we will see now if they shoot and have the
5 seconds on the shot clock. No intention by the Germans to do anything special now. So 41 seconds and Todor Ismakos goes for a timeout for the second time. That's what I was talking about a couple of minutes ago. A draw would be maybe a good result for the Greeks in this situation. For sure.
It will be excellent because if they don't score in this attack, they will not have attack anymore. So for them is very important, you know, to score this goal. If not, they will be in the little bit different situation on the ranking in this group.
In case of a Spandau victory, Olympiacos will have, of course, still 9 points and two teams with 7 points apiece. Marseille and Spandau. But we still have 40 seconds, so the Greeks are still in this match.
Or they will not play with the goalkeeper. I don't know if they will use the goalie. You know, to play 7 on 6. But
yeah.
But it's too much time, so they cannot risk this.
Galanopoulos seems back to his goal. Argyropoulos, Geridonias. They must find out something. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Geridonias. Irving, Geridonias. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Geridonias, one more pass. And there's the goal! Hannes Delby with 14 seconds remaining on the clock and an action goal by the Greeks. Was it an avoidable goal? What do you think about that? Or that was an extra by the American?
Yeah, they have to be. He's excellent shooter, so and he has to be, you know, marked on this situation. It's finished the time, so it's not, you know, situation. The center forward receive the ball, but not to receive the ball from outside now.
And of course, Petar Kovacevic called for his second timeout. They won't lose so many seconds to spin forward.
It's 14 seconds, it's not so much, so...
But who knows, there's Nikola Dedovic, there's Marino Chagai, a couple of big shooters in the German side, and we've seen some extra goals by them. So can the Germans still win this game?
We will see. Some
Holod, Dedovic. See Dedovic, and the clock runs down, and the Greeks are celebrating at the bench, and that speaks to itself.
yeah, it was a situation that Spandau was closer to win this game, and Greek, used this last attack with this great shot from the Daube, and normally they are very happy because the game was lost. So now they have at least 1 point. So for them it's a better situation.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rudic. We say
Thank you.
goodbye to you. Thank you
Bye.
for all the 4 days, and I hope you enjoyed this
I enjoyed, yeah.
this role in the commentary
Yeah,
position.
the tournament is